Hello YouTube, this is a Satsu 5 and this is going to be a very unscientific test of the Magnus single buzz saw and the cold steel cheap shot polymer broadhead. I recently got back into archery. I'm by no means any good, but Magnus Stinger was kind of my base point. I've never killed anything with a bow. It's my dream to kill something with a traditional bow. Long bow or recurve bow, and I wanted to kill something with my crossbow. It didn't happen, but since I got back into archery, I have a bunch of these. Got me some of these. I want to see if there's any significant difference between the two. Keep in mind, I try to keep this as fair as possible. They're both 100 grains, but this one has bleeders on it. It's a 4-blade broadhead. And 4 blades tend to penetrate less than 2 blades, which 2 blades is kind of what I lean towards. But I got a target down range, not a very far distance, so I'll walk it out. In fact, I'll do that right now. So, I think that's about 20 foot right there, according to my measurement. From back in compass and pacing. So around 20 foot. I'm going to attach these to my arrows. You want to see what happens. And we're going to go ahead and zoom in right there. Don't worry, I'll edit this. Alright, I'm back. And I have not shot this target, or I haven't shot an arrow with broadheads in several years, and so I'm not that accurate. I'm not planning on hunting it anytime soon, but I want to be able to hunt with a bow, and this is more or less just curiosity by me. So I don't even know if I'm going to hit the target with this shift and balance. But I'm going to see what happens. That was with the cheap shot. Here's with the Magnus Stinger buzz cut. And that shot was off. I might want to retry that. Alright, there's the penetration. One target, or one arrow, the cheap shot was more or less in the middle. The buzzsaw went off to the left a little bit. I got a tape measure, so let's see if I can do this. Again, this is not scientific. This is me doing my own experiment and seeing what happens. Plus, I've never shot a broadhead target with a broadhead, so it's just for fun. On the Magnus Stinger, we got a little bit over 11 inches of penetration. About 7.5 inches on the cheap shot. Both of these are deadly broadheads, but one's obviously better, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that just because I'm partial to one company over the other, but that's just how it is. You got a thinner blade over a thicker plastic blade. I've talked to my archery shop dealer, and he says that the cheap shots are very popular with pig hunters because pigs are pretty much going to wreck your arrow anyways, so might as well have a cheap arrow or arrow setup. But I'm going to give it one more shot. And I tell you what, I'll keep the camera here. Here's the cheap shot. That's pretty close to bullseye. I don't have the bullseye showing, but that is a pretty good shot for me. Let's see how consistent I am. This is the Magnus buzz cut. Oh my, no! Oh, I can't be any happier than that. I wish I had a thrown arrow so I could keep on and see how consistent I could be. So there doesn't seem to be a big difference in the penetration right here, although I'll go ahead and measure it. But that was from 20 feet away. I'm a terrible shot, and that is very consistent for me. Or that I'm usually not that consistent, but that for me, that's a very good grouping. I know it's just 2, it's not 3. Usually I practice with 3 arrows to get a grouping. But man, I'm proud of that. All right, this should be the cheap shot. I got about 8.5 inches of penetration with the cheap shot. I don't think this is going to be too different. I could be wrong. Nine inches. Give a half an inch. That first shot kind of went in this less densely packed area right here on the edge. I think that's why I got better penetration. But yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Kind of might as well end on a high note, I guess. I didn't plan on target practicing. I just wanted to do this small experiment for you. Like I said, I have no plans of hunting this coming year, especially with a bow. I'd be a little bit more tempted to hunt with a gun, but I really want to sharpen my skills with a bow and hopefully someday harvest a deer with a bow. So that's it. That's my little experiment with the cheap shot in the Magnus Stinger. That's it. I'm a Satsu 5 and I'm out.